Fitness is an ever-changing landscape. Trends pop up now and then, but one thing that has stuck around is functional fitness. It's more than just a catchy phrase. It's really about training your body to handle real-life stuff like hauling groceries, chasing the bus, or playing with your kids. But what's the big deal about functional fitness and why should you care? We're going to break down what functional fitness really means, go through the 7 basic functional movements, and discover the cool benefits it brings to the table. At the heart of it, functional fitness is all about getting your muscles to play nice together, which gears them up for the daily grind by mimicking the usual movements you'd make whether you're at home, on the job, or out on the field. If you think about the squat, it's the same movement that you would use to get up out of a chair or grab something off of a low shelf. So by getting your muscles used to everyday movements, you're setting the stage for your body to rock it no matter what comes your way. So there are 7 functional movements that we're going to talk about. These moves are the brick and mortar of any solid functional training routine. First up, again, is the squat. Picture sitting down, standing up, that's your squat. It's a workout for your quads, hamstrings, and glutes, which are all key players in lower body strength and hip mobility. And of course, squats are big for your core, which brings stability and balance to the table. Next up is the lunge, which is going to mimic a stride or running pattern. We're thinking about things like balance, coordination, unilateral strength, and again, highlighting the quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core. The next lower body movement is going to be the hinge. Think about bending over to scoop something up off the floor. That's a hip hinge. This movement is all about the posterior chain. That's going to include the back, glutes, and hamstrings. All important things for keeping upright posture and preventing lower back injuries. When we move to the upper body, first off, we've got the push. Think about pushing open a door, shoving something away from you, and this is going to include your chest, shoulders, and triceps. On the flip side of that, we have the pull. Things like opening a door, pulling something closer to your body, and this will include your back and your biceps. I always include rotation in our functional movement patterns, and this one is often overlooked. But think about all the time you spend twisting throughout the day. Without including this in your routine, the lower back tends to do a lot of the rotational movement instead of the obliques. So this is a huge one to include to improve your upper body stability and rotational strength. And then finally, we have gait, which is movement, right? Almost everything that we do in life includes movement of some kind, but a lot of the moves that we do at the gym are stagnant in place. So including gait into your workout routine is extremely important to have strength in everyday life. Now that you have an idea of what the 7 fundamental movement patterns are, let us know in the comments which ones you guys are missing in your routine. Tapping into functional training opens up a new world for your health and well-being. And here are some benefits of functional training. It makes everything that you're doing in daily life easier. By getting your muscles to work in harmony, functional training smooths out your daily tasks, whether it's lifting heavy stuff or bending and twisting around. It's going to give you a boost in both your muscle strength and balance. Functional training not only beefs up your muscle strength, but because we're focusing on fundamental movement patterns, your balance improves because we're getting the muscles to work in harmony the way that they're designed to. We get an increase in joint mobility and stability. Again, when we think about optimal joint movement, think of like a pulley system. If one side is pulling too hard, we don't have optimal movement through that joint. By focusing on fundamental movement patterns, we get both sides of that joint moving optimally, which increases joint mobility and stability. It's also going to make a huge improvement on your posture. The compound movements that we use in functional training are going to improve your core strength, which is really the fundamental to proper posture. Now that you have an idea of the functional movement patterns and the benefits, let's talk about how you can start to incorporate functional training into your routine. First off, start simple. Ease into it by just learning the 7 basic movement patterns. Get comfortable with these with just your body weight, and then you can explore more advanced variations. One of the great things about using the fundamental movement patterns is that it's easy to train those anywhere that you go. You can do squats, lunges, push-ups without any equipment and can do those anywhere that you want. The big key to functional movement training is learning the fundamental movement patterns correctly. By nailing the correct form, you're able to keep injuries at bay. So make sure you take the time to perfect your form on each of those movement patterns. Functional fitness isn't just a fancy phrase or a passing trend. It's really something that can increase your strength and mobility. By zoning in on the moves that we pull off daily, functional training can help us ace those movements with ease and prevent injuries. So whether you're out on the field, lifting heavy stuff, or just playing with your kids, functional fitness is going to gear you up for everything that life throws at you.